All right, well, now that we all know that we see eye to eye, let's talk about you giving us that PPP loan, huh?
Oh, I'm so sorry. There must be some confusion. I'm not here to hand out PPP loans. I'm here to collect on ones you already have. In fact, I believe it's 3 separate loans, so I'll just need to know what you did with the money and what the businesses have been up to for the past year. So why don't we just talk about the first loan, which is Punch Incorporated?
Oh, yeah, that was Mac and I. So
Yeah, cool. As an out-of-work bouncer, I was looking to pursue my other interests, like my longtime dream of becoming an international country teen pop sensation. Girl, you give me feels when I see them heels. Let's ride on a horse making love out in the field.
There's a bigger problem, man. Can I be honest with you? I'm having trouble concentrating on any of this stuff. Because I can't stop thinking about the election. The election, yes. Oh my God.
Yes, I was like right there with you. I can't focus on any of
the integrity of the election.
Yes.
Right? Because
yes. Our democracy is at stake.
You know, we were concerned that our guy wasn't going to get a fair shot in the election.
Of course not, because he's an outsider that brings a fresh perspective to Washington. Right? I mean, not everybody likes him, but that's why we do.
Yeah, and we were really worried that the mainstream media just wasn't taking him seriously.
Anyway, it was obvious that the integrity of the election was at stake here. So that's why we wanted to make sure that things went smoothly at the polling place. Right. Hence, we created Punch Incorporated. We used the loan to buy tactical gear.
Let's talk to her. Excuse me, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Ma'am, yes.
Ma'am.
Hi. Are you registered to vote here?
Ma'am.
Are you from Philly?
We're going to ask you a series of Philly-related questions in no particular order. Who is a better athlete, Donovan McNabb or Rocky Balboa? Where is...
Well, hold on a second. I mean, that's too easy. McNabb, obviously. So, I'm sorry, now you're comparing McNabb to a teeny tiny little man who's named after a woodwind instrument? What are we even talking about?
Hey, what's up, Brian? Good to see you again.
Brian, what's going on? You want us to,
You want us back at the 100 feet?
He wants us back to the 100 feet. Suffice to say, our arguing did not help the situation.
Yeah, it turns out they had their own security there to keep things safe, and they just kicked us right out.
So Mac and I decided to pivot to a less controversial approach.
Yeah, we went with gaining exposure for our budding musical interests, as well as providing people with an opportunity to vote on another pressing matter.
Freedom is the choice you have. Is it Rocky or McNabb? Here, place your voting choice right up in here.
Pop your votes right in that box there, folks.
If you want them votes to count.
I'm sorry, let me try to get this straight. So you're saying that you might be partially responsible for the voting count delays in the presidential election?
No, I'm saying we might have been entirely responsible for the vote delays. But what I'm also saying is that we were 2 American businessmen who took out a legitimate loan for a legitimate business.
Actually, let's just keep moving on to the next loan, if that's okay. Frank's Imports and Exports.
Oh, that's this guy. I'm gonna get a beer.
Boom. Go. What do you want to know?
And what were you importing?
Inks, grease, paste, sludges in general.
Sludges, I see. All right. And what were you exporting?
Hey, there.
Frank, I'm worried about you, man. You're hitting it way too hard, pal. Look, I shouldn't even be doing this, man. Like, it looks terrible. You should get this done in like a salon or something.
Salons are closed. Yeah, I was sick of staying inside, so I went to my favorite bookstore to clear my head. Fortunately, my favorite bookstore never closes, so I grabbed a few titles. I went in the back to do some light reading. And that's when I noticed it. The bad dye job. Who had I become? I was letting the pandemic get the best of me. I got right to work on creating the perfect hair dye. Chinese motor oil. I opened a chair. I became the most sought-after underground hairstylist for like-minded older men yearning for a sense of community during the pandemic. I had my PPP loan, and business was booming. Then one day this guy comes in, not even the usual clientele, didn't even look at the magazines, said he just needed a place to cool off. Next thing you know, he's in my chair. I did him up real nice. Little did I know, my work was about to be in a national spotlight on the head of America's mayor, Rudolph William Giuliani. Funny thing about the spotlight, though, sometimes it burns too bright. I got sloppy, started cutting corners using American motor oil, and to top it off, My guy didn't win the election. The whole thing was a fiasco. I blame myself.
Wait, so you're saying that the hair dye that's dripping down your face is the same dye used by Rudolph Giuliani during the presidential election?
Yeah.
Okay, let's just move on to the next loan. The clothing line, something called Garments and Varmints.
Yo,
Yep.
that's us.
Yeah.
We were gonna sell masks.
The world needed masks, and once our loan came in, we got all kinds of materials. Only there was one problem.
That's not Dennis?
Whether it's Dennis or Ronald Reagan, it's not going to stop the spread of COVID.
Stop COVID? Oh, we don't need any more of those kind of masks. Everybody's making those masks.
Well, they're trying, right? But see, my angle is mine are funny. Look at this. Fouch the Grouch. Right?
That's a great name.
I
Who
know.
is that? Fouch.
No, I don't get it.
Point is, for reasons we would find out much later, we did end up getting a rather sizable order for costumes from one group.
Yeah, and these guys were out of state, right? And they wanted them really fast.
in a rush.
So we were stressed out. Now, luckily, I was pretty handy with the old girl, so we were able to fill out most of the order. Although we were running out of material.
Okay, what else do we need?
Pelts. Get more pelts.
What pelts? The pelts that Charlie's referring to. They're from raccoons that he was tanning in the basement of this bar. It took us 3 hours, but we finally arrived at the place where we were going to meet the customer. Hey, digging that face paint. Very festive. What are you gentlemen celebrating?
We're protesting the election.
I'd love to throw in this cool hat for free. I think it really completes the look.
See.
Now let's go save this country.
All right, I'm sorry. Let me try to make sense of this. You're telling me that you provided the iconic costumes at the Capitol riots.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, listen, now that we've cleared up all those previous loans, we would like to talk to you about giving us a new loan for Patty's pub. So, hey, listen, we really do believe that with major cash infusion, we could turn this bar into something even more successful than it already...
I have heard enough. You people have shamelessly gamed the system out of massive amounts of taxpayer dollars for fictitious businesses that have gone bankrupt. And still you have the nerve to ask for more money?
Well, that's what makes America the greatest country in the world. When you're in need, the government comes in and bails you out.
Nothing made me more money than businesses I sent into bankruptcy. That's the American way.
That's as American as it gets right there.
That's right, and maybe if our guy had won, our businesses could succeed just like his.
They would have been a huge hit.
Yeah.
No, I don't think. I don't. No, none of these idiotic businesses would have been successful whether Trump had won or lost.
Okay.
Trump?
Yeah.
Yeah, why are you
Sorry,
talking about Trump?
Where'd you get that?
Yeah, how you into that?
Washington outsider, not taken seriously by the liberal media, successful businessman, unsuccessful in love, electrifying on stage.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's our guy.
Yeah,
that's it. Absolutely. Yeah.
That's Kanye.
Kanye West.
Kanye West.
You seen him on stage?
Yeah.
There's no way that you were all involved in every major event of the past year.
Get down, girl, go ahead, get down. Get down, girl, go ahead, get down. Get down, girl, go ahead, get down. Get down, girl, go ahead.
And that was It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia without the fluff. One of my favorite shows. Oh my goodness. I'm Gord, and so far we've saved up 1,077,907,003 seconds. It's all going into a battery for some extra projects. So please like and subscribe so I can get more. It helps me with my dreams. Also, go vote. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia is a great show, and I've even been the Nightman for Halloween. A terrible one, no cat eyes, but I tried. I strongly suggest watching this full episode. It has a lot more of the Charlie and Dee action, plus it's kind of relevant right now. Anyways, how does it fare? Bam! With a few edits, we're able to get down from 22 minutes and 24 seconds to 8 minutes and 21 seconds. We cut it down to 37% of the original size. We have a compression ratio of 2.68 to 1. We have cut out 14 minutes and 3 seconds, 843 seconds total, or the equivalent of 9.37 moments. And everyone knows a moment is 90 seconds. Right? Bam! So, what was your favorite It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia episode? Musical one's pretty good. Yeah, Nightman cometh. Yeah, tell me in the comments though, whatever yours is. I hope I've saved some of your time. And if you like it, tell your Charlie's dad. Well, you can't, he's dead. But go tell your real dad. I'm sure you'll like it too. Please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. Then I'll open up a time rift. You may not know what that means, but that's fine. Thank you for your time. And well, have a good day. Dayman, whoa, fighter of the night, man, whoa, champion of the suns.